And we are here with Coach Casey Johnson of the Adna Pirates, coming off a big win this last week. Coach, first of all, I mean, coming into it, the Central 2B is always just a tough league is an understatement, just saying it that way. And coming in this year, there's you guys, there's Napavine, Kalama, and Wahkiakum, which we'll talk a little bit about. But then you have that next level that you have the Toledos and maybe the Morton White Passes on Alaska. And we thought maybe PL Willapa Valley might have been in there, but you guys caught them good on opening night.
Yeah, I think you're going to see a lot better PWV team by the end of the year. I think they were just a little green coming in, a little worried about stuff. I'm not 100% sure. We did not see their best effort. I know that, you know.
How about your effort, though? Pretty good one to start the year with. Of course, not perfect. But
no, far from perfect. 17 penalties, that's 3 games worth. You know, I don't know. We thank God they declined 3 of them and we only had 14 in the book, but we can't be doing that. We're going to beat ourselves doing that. And I think, you know, I attributed it to just being so excited to finally play after all the spring and the summer stuff. And we were a little bit jacked out of our gourds, and we just need to shift down a little bit and relax.
Get set. What were some of the highlights that stuck out to you as real big positives for you?
Well, I was really impressed with our defense. You know, defense did a great job flying to the football, team speed, you know, good coverage, a lot of good stuff going on. Our linebacker play is fantastic, and our D-line. Offensively, you know, when we did execute well, I thought we blocked very well on the outside. We blocked for each other, which is key in this offense. People were very unselfish. The new quarterback stepped in. He had good composure for his first varsity start for us, and he ran the option extremely well. You know, that was a real bright spot.
That really gives you so many weapons when he's that athletic.
Yeah, that's one thing we've got that is nice right now is we've got, you know, the 5, 6 kids. They're all threats to score, you know, and we can mix it up and share the wealth. And then putting a kid in there like that who can run and throw, he puts a lot of pressure on people. Does a lot like Dawson Stanley does at Napavine. You know, that's what we need to use him like that.
Coming in this week now, you have the Wahkiakum Mules, and again, boy, the early half of your schedule. I mean, the whole schedule is tough, but it is littered with benchmarks here in the first 4 weeks.
Yeah, you know, we went out and did it on purpose. I mean, we want it that way, especially with this new seating committee and the RPI. You know, we were thinking RPI, now it's seating committee, but they are going to use the polls. It's the first time that I've ever been around the polls actually matter. You usually talk about they don't matter, but guess what? They kind of do now. I will say that.
I will edit this out, so.
Guess who, Gabe? Trice. Of course it is. Okay. Anyway, back to that. The 5 opponents we opened with were 50 and 10 last year. They're all very well coached, quality opponents. Wahkiakum was 7 and 4 last year, has a lot of guys back, picked up a couple guys. And you won't find a team that's any better coach than what Eric Hansen and Niemeyer and Pat and those guys do at Wahkiakum. We know they'll come in, shut down some things that we do well, and it's going to be a little bit of a chess match early. I'm hoping that our depth will be a big difference in the second half.
And Wahkiakum, they handled Colfax pretty easily, and I think that opened some folks' eyes. But maybe Colfax not quite what they usually are, maybe down a little bit, but still. That's a big win for Wahkiakum on the opener.
It was huge, and I know Coach Morgan very well, and Mike, you know, he told me, he said, hey, we got some dudes, but we don't have as many guys as we used to have across the board. They had some kids, you know, that are going to be green and got to catch up. You could see talent. You could see they were a very disciplined football team. I think they just got overmatched just a little bit. And Wahkiakum's defense really played good football. You know, and that's a credit to Mark Niemeyer and what he does down there.
How are you going to try and attack the Mules?
Well, I think we just got to attack them with everything. We got to go inside, you know, we got to get that outside option game and sweep game going, and we got to be able to throw the ball, and, you know, you got to take what they give you. I know them well enough to know they'll come in and take 1 or 2 things away from us completely. We'll have to play with them early on, you know, and kind of chess match it out. And like I said, I think it might be a pretty good game for a half, you know. We're going to have to, I think our depth, being able to play twice as many kids as they can, will hopefully in the second half start to show a little attrition maybe.
kind of wear them down.
Yeah, we're
Get
going to
that.
have to wear them down. We did that last year to some teams who played us very tough. Rainier played us real tough early, Toledo, and then the second half we were able to take over the ball game. And I think that's still a strength. We need to enjoy that while we've got it, because after this year our depth will disappear a little bit. We've got some big senior class.
At the same time, you don't want your kids to rely. Hey, it's more than depth. It's depth and execution, right?
Yeah. Well, we always talk about discipline, intensity, and execution. Either we're dying or they're dying, and we did not have that Friday night. We had enough athletes making plays, and our defense was solid enough that we were able to survive all those mistakes offensively. We had a lot of them.
All right, Coach. Well, we look forward to seeing you on Friday night. We'll be live right here on the Eli Sports Network and NFHS Network. And
awesome. We'll be glad to have you guys. It should be fun.
Be the first of several that we'll see you for sure. All right,
All
Coach.
right.
Coach Casey Johnson with Adna.